What's up guys, welcome back to another video of German Dream and hence taking one more step closer to your dream to study in Germany. And today we're gonna talk about something very important because it is the main motto of this channel to get the admission in a German university. And I know why many students out there are facing a lot of problems. Many students who apply, they get rejection even though they have good grades and other things. So we're gonna talk about in detail that what you should have in your profile and which universities you should apply according to your profile, and we're going to talk about some recent trends of admission in some universities. So we're going to discuss about these things. So watch the video till end and I will clear all your doubts by the end of this video. So without wasting any other second, let's just roll this. So guys, first of all we're gonna talk about something very clear, that the most important thing which can get you an admission in a German university is your grades in your previous education. For this case we are talking about admission in masters in German university. So your previous education is your bachelor's. Okay, so if you don't have good grades, the things are gonna be difficult for you, because the good grades are the most important thing to get you admission in a German university. But also remember one thing, that it is not the only important thing which is required for admission in German university. So if you don't have good grades, there are certain things which you can do to improve your profile, and I have already made a video about this. Just click on the I button up and you can get the link to the video and you can see how you can boost up your profile. So I'm not gonna talk about that in details, but I'm gonna talk about one point which is really important. It is as important as your grades. I think it is the second most important thing while you are applying for your German university admission, whether it is an English taught program or a German taught program, because grades are something which you can't do anything about it, because what you have done in past is the history, you cannot change it. But there is something which you can clear and make it better to get admission in a German university, and it has the most highest weightage after the grades among the other documents. So, and that document is statement of purpose, because the selection committee, which reads all the applications from thousands of students all over the world, they just see that whether the student is motivated enough to study here, or whether he's capable of coping up with all the problems which he's gonna face here. Because if you can't study while remaining in your country, while you are in your country and you don't have any problems like you have to do jobs or you have to do your stuff yourself, you're trying to understand what I'm saying. Okay, so if you're not getting enough marks while studying in your own country, then how it could be possible that you would be getting enough marks while you are away from your country in some other land, and you have to do all your course by yourself. That is, you have to go for part-time jobs, you have to do all other home stuff, and you would be able to score good marks. So you have to make a clear vision to that on a piece of paper, and if your SOP is clear enough to create a state of mind for the selection committee that yes, this person is clearly motivated and he has got the things which is needed to pursue this course, and whether his grades were good or not, but it shows that he's gonna do good for himself and he's curious about this course, and then definitely your chances for getting an admission increases a lot. Okay, so SOP is the most important thing after the grades. Okay, but let me tell you one thing, that I have seen many of the students who have grades like 85%, 90%, or even more than 90%, but they don't get an admission in a university. Okay, so here I'm talking about both English and German taught programs. So they're not able to get admission in the German university. The main reason was that in spite of having good score in their bachelor's grade, they could not satisfy the selection committee with their statement of purpose. the statement of purpose or motivation was not clear, that why they were intending to go for master's program in that particular university or in that particular course. So you have to make sure that you have the best SOP if you are not having the grades, because it can boost your profile very multiple times. Okay, so you need to make sure you have a very good SOP profiles, and you can check some sample SOPs from different websites. Just Google it and you can find different samples from Google. And if we talk about recent trends in universities from 2016 to 2018 intakes, the recent trends is like that the public universities which have no tuition fees, they accept students around at a grade point of around 80%. Okay, I'm talking about English taught programs, not the German taught programs. I'll talk about that later in the video. So if you are thinking to apply for an English taught program, the recent trends was that the universities were giving preference to the students which have around 80% score or more. Okay, and have good SOP. SOP is the most important thing, but 80% grades or more in no tuition fee courses. Okay, for public universities. And if we step down a little, public universities which charge a tuition fees, they were taking students from around 65 to 80% of marks. Okay, so I think 65 plus is not a difficult task. Most of the students easily get around 65% marks. So but these courses are for tuition fees. Okay, so you have to make sure about it. And if we step down a more little, you get to see the private universities which charge a huge amount of fees. I mean, that's fucking crazy. The fees they charge in those courses, I mean, it's hilarious. I don't think anybody could pay that fees without taking education loan. Okay, so if you are talking about a private institute with high tuition fees, then whatever marks you have, you could get admission. But make sure you go nothing less than 50%, because that's no use. So make sure you have at least 50%, then you can clearly go for a private institute by taking a student loan, or if you are landlord or something, you can pay your fees easily. Okay, so if we move forward, let's talk about the German taught program. German taught program has no difficulties. These are the most easiest admits for anyone, even if you are non-Europe citizen or a Euro citizen. Okay, so for a German taught program, you just have to ensure that you have enough German language capabilities. You have to prove that by certain certificates, whether it is a TestDAF certificate or a Goethe certificate. You have to prove your German language proficiency. And if we calculate the German grade according to your percentage, the calculator is given in the link. You can calculate the German GPA from that calculator. If you are somewhat around 2.5 out of 4, you are good to go for a German language taught course. Okay, even students around 3.0 also get admission, but more than that, it's a problem. Okay, so make sure you are lesser than 2.5 or somewhat between 2.5 to 3, then you are good to go for a German taught program. And German taught program has literally no competition for international students. Literally no competition. If you're gonna apply for a German taught program, it's 95% chance that you will get an admit for a German taught program. But at the same time, for an English taught program, there is a lot of difficulty for it. Okay, so moving on, let's talk about something which not most of the people know. That is the NC courses and non-NC courses. So first of all, what is NC and non-NC? So NC states numerous clauses. Okay, so the numerous clauses is also the restricted admission courses. Restricted admission courses are in those universities which have a lot of applicants for a particular course, but the intake is very less. Okay, I hope you're trying to understand. For assumption, let's take TU Munich. For computer science or computer science and games engineering, they have around 800 seats. Let's take. Okay, and the applicants are in thousands. Okay, so they put a restricted admission on that. Only if you fulfill the particular requirements like the grades or the internships or the research papers, only if you fulfill those requirements, then only you can apply to those, then only you should apply for those courses in particular. Because if you are not fulfilling those requirements, your application would be just thrown off in the dustbin, and that would have been checked. Okay, so make sure whether you are applying for a NC course or a non-NC course. And on the opposite side, for a non-NC course, there are no restrictions because the number of applicants are comparatively less than the number of seats university have or the number of students they could accommodate for a particular course. So make sure that you have proper knowledge about the course, whether it is an NC course or non-NC course. I would recommend you to go for an NC course only when you are a top-notch student of your previous program, because in NC category courses, the university only take the top students or the cream students. They just don't look down for other students. While for non-NC courses, since the number of applicants are very less for a particular course, then you can easily, comparatively easily, you can get the admission in those courses. You just need to make sure that your profile is average or above average for that admission in that course. Okay, so NC courses and non-NC courses we have talked about. Okay, I think that was enough for this video, and if you think I have forgot anything, then just comment it down in the comment box, and I will make sure that I'll talk about it in some other video through some ways. And next time I'm gonna make a video on Uni Assist, talking about the complete description and what Uni Assist is, how to make an application, how to register yourself. The complete description will be there, so do not forget to watch that video. And to get the notifications, please subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon. That is the most important. Just press the bell icon and like the video, share the video, and keep watching German Dream. I'll see you next time on the other side of the screen. Bye.